Hello everybody and welcome to episode 185 of Show Viewer. Today we'll be going over the One Piece Wit Studio anime, the trailer for it at least. And this bestows much glee and joy upon me because today I was kind of scrolling through my YouTube feed because I'm on break at work and I see they got a trailer out. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I swear One Piece is genuinely worse than fentanyl when it comes to you got tempting things, you got people who are good at tempting, you got Satan himself, and then right beneath him you have Ichiro Oda, because holy smokes, once you watch all of One Piece, you're obviously already addicted to it, but then you get the urge to watch it again, you're like, I need to watch it again. And so this is my way to satiate that hunger, because for a long time now, I finished One Piece, I believe I caught up, it was middle of last year, I think it was either 2025 or 2024, I can't remember exactly, but I caught up, and ever since then I've been I want to go back, I want to reread it, I want to reconsume One Piece from the beginning, and I've gotten bits of that, because like I said, I'm addicted to it. I've watched every single episode of the anime, I've watched all the live action, I read the manga weekly, I watch videos on it weekly, so. And the only thing, the real big piece that I haven't watched is all the movies. I haven't watched all the movies, but I'm probably gonna do that once I get done with all the Dragon Ball movies. But yeah, so I've been so excited for this, because also this is how I've convinced my girlfriend to eventually watch One Piece, because this is what it is. The One Piece is made to bring in new viewers who are kind of scared or daunted by the immense length that the One Piece anime already is and One Piece manga is, and that's what I've convinced her to do. So whenever it launches, which I'll reveal close to the end, then I will finally be able to talk to her about One Piece, at least with more context. So I'm really excited for this. I'm so hyped, especially since Wit Studio essentially made the first part of one of my favorite anime of all time, which is Attack on Titan. And I cannot wait to see what they do with this, because I know they're phenomenal animators. Yeah, so this trailer, like I said, it was about 53 seconds, I think so, and we got to see a couple key visuals. So the main location we got to see Logtown, obviously, we got to see Roger's execution, we got to see him looking very nice as per usual, and what they did, honestly, that I liked was because, now that we see Roger more often, he kind of lost his aura as compared to he had pre-time skip, where he had, the darker colors and all of that, and they gave him, the more modern look, but they kept his darker nature, so he still has his aura there, which is really cool to see. But yeah, so we got to see Logtown, we got to see Orange Town briefly, we got to see Fuchsia Village, obviously, or Windmill Village, and where else did we get to see? We technically got to see the marine area with Axe-Hand Morgan and all of that, and got to see a bit of Baratier and a bit of Syrup Village, but that was it. It was just a brief, legit, flick on the screen. But yeah, so those are the few main places we got to see. And so we got to see that, we got to see young Luffy, we got to see Shanks, and Shanks looks really well. Shanks kind of just looks like his modern Toei design, but yeah, got to see him. And everyone else that we got to see Alvida. So the main big bads we got to see Axe-Hand Morgan, we got to see Buggy, we got to see Alvida. We did not get to see Don Kree or Captain Kuro. So I don't know what that indicates, but yeah, we did not get to see them. Like I said, the Syrup Village was only to show Usopp briefly. We didn't even get to see Kokoyashi Village nor Arlong Park at all. So yeah. But we also did not get to see Don Kree nor Mihawk, which I was kind of disappointed by, because I really want to see Mihawk in the new style, because Mihawk is one of my favorite characters in all of One Piece. But yeah. Yeah, we got to see this. We got to see, Shanks Luffy interact. We got to see little Luffy. Like I said, we got to see, Axe-Hand Morgan stuff. And with, I forgot to mention Alvida. We got to see Alvida. But, yeah, so we got to see, Zoro going up against some of the Marines and stuff like that. We got to see Alvida and Kobe. Well, I'm really glad we got to see Kobe, because Kobe is another one of my favorite characters in One Piece. And, so yeah, we got to see him and Luffy going about, fighting Alvida and all of that. And then we got some brief glimpses, like I said, at Buggy, got a look at Usopp, get to see Sanji briefly, and we got to see Nami, obviously, because Nami joins the crew very early on. But, yeah. So, it predominantly ended with us, seeing the Baratier and getting to see Luffy set sail on his voyages and punch the Sea King. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see how far we'll go. Because what I presume is, with just being shown all the way up to Sanji and the Baratier, I believe we'll only get to the Baratier. Because what we know so far is that the first release is going to be 7 episodes with 42 to 45 minute episodes. So about 300 minutes in total. Oh, not 30, but 42 to 45 minutes and about 300 minutes in total. So I believe, like I said, we'll be getting to at least the end of the Baratie arc, because there wasn't any visuals of Kokoyashi Village nor Arlong Park, so I don't believe we'll be covering that, at least in this first batch. And I'm just really excited, honestly. I'm super hyped to once again break back into One Piece. Like I said, especially with Wit Studio doing it, and it's most certainly getting onto me. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Well, I did tell you, but I didn't tell you the date. They revealed a release range, so they ended up revealing that it will in fact be releasing in February of 2027. So I cannot wait. It's gonna feel like forever until it comes out, but I'm super hyped because this is going to be phenomenal, and especially with like this just re-entering, but also not just re-entering into One Piece, getting this beautiful new visual style. So I cannot wait to see it, and I cannot wait to see how much better the pacing is, honestly, because I personally think that the slower pacing of like the first couple of arcs of One Piece is around the Arlong Park area, or like kind of after Arlong Park, but I don't believe it ever has bad pacing like the earlier arcs. But like once we start getting, if we go so far as to get into like Wano or God forbid, Onigashima territory, then I believe we'll most likely be seeing benefits from the pacing improvements. But that will be a long time from now. So I'm really ready to see how they break it down, how they end up presenting episodes to us and all that good stuff. But yeah, like I said, I cannot wait to break into this whenever it comes out, because I'm going to be so hyped, because I've been wanting to get back into One Piece. Not back into One Piece, but like start over One Piece sometime, but just haven't done it because it is a very daunting thing to do, especially when there's so much other stuff out there to consume. But yeah, that's all there really was for the One Piece Wit Studio trailer. That's all I really have for episode 185 of the Show Review. So thank you very much for watching.